Yo, what's good, everybody? Today I'm gonna be making my personal top 10 favorite sci-fi movies. Mind you, this is my personal, so if you don't like it, feel free to comment or feel free to make your own video and tag me in it. But starting off, let's go. Starting off with our honorable mentions, we got The Pacific Rim, we got WALL-E, and then we got The Fifth Element coming in at the last of my honorable mentions. Like picking these, like choosing these out of my top 10 was tough, but I feel like my list is pretty valid. Coming in at number 10, gotta be Tron Legacy, bro. Not a lot of people like this movie, but especially when it first came out, but it's getting its love now. But bro, I always enjoy this movie. Like the action scene, the cinematography, the music, the sound, all of it, bro. Like, I just loved it, bro. Like even the show on Disney XD that not a lot of people also like, I would stay watching it, bro. But it's my number 10. It's my number 10. Coming in, I kind of like a two-way tie. Gotta be Terminator 2 and 3. I could not for the life of me pick which one I liked more. But I think I'm gonna lean more towards Terminator 2. It's the greatest sequel of all time, some people say. But hey, man, Terminator, like it's a G-ass series. Like I remember first watching it because of Everyday's Chris, that joke when he said "I'll be black." Ever since then, I was sold. But then it's like, I mean, this is my favorite series to this day. But that's number 9, Terminator 2 and 3. Number 8, gotta be Avatar. And this was like, not fun fact, this is the second movie I've ever saw in theaters when I first came to America. So experiencing this movie in theaters was different, bro. Like, it was an experience. You just had to be there. And it being my second movie in theaters, it was crazy. Like, the first movie was, I believe, Norbit. But this being my second movie was different, bro. Like, it was like, and it had a special place in my heart just because of that. So, but it is number 8. Now to what I think is the greatest sequel of all time. Aliens, number 2 with Ridley Scott. It's time, bro. This movie in the first one used to terrify me as a kid. Like, it was pure terror. But I still loved watching it. Ridley Scott saving that girl on that shit, bro. These movies will forever hold a special place in my heart. Yeah, they scared me and they still kind of do. But that's number 7 for me, guys. Yo, and my number 6 is Ex Machina, bro. Ex Machina, I don't know how you pronounce it. But this movie, especially in today's standards, holds up amazing. It's about like AI and like, I don't want to spoil it too much, but this movie, y'all have got to watch it. I don't know. I think it's on Netflix, maybe on HBO Max, but this movie is fire. Y'all have got to watch this ish. Now, number 5 is where things get a little controversial, but my number 5 got to be The Matrix, bro. This movie really put my foot into the door with sci-fi. You know, like my older sister, she watched the movie all the time, but she was constantly hating on it. I kid you not. Every time that scene when she was dodging bullets, she would roll her eyes and be like, "You can't dodge bullets. That's so dumb." And she would constantly like flame in the movie, but she was constantly watching it, so it was constantly on. So like, I just grew to love this movie. Like Keanu Reeves, bro. This movie, like I just love everything about it, bro. This is really sci-fi. Like, this is the peak sci-fi right here. My number 4, gotta be Looper. Not a lot of people know about this movie. It's about a time-traveling hitman. I can't go too much in deep with it because it's a slippery slope and it has a lot of whodunit and like what's going on moments. But like, y'all have got to watch the movie. It's a sci-fi thriller with a whole bunch of suspense. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis put on a masterclass in acting. I believe Emily Blunt is in it, bro, and she's fire too. So y'all have got to watch this movie. All right, now my number 3 gotta be Arrival. Not a lot of people were talking about it when it first came out, but now it's got a cult following. This movie is fire. It's about some aliens who come. They speak a language that we don't know, and it's about this language professor who has to decipher it. But let me tell you, the twist at the end of this movie is like, you don't see it coming. It's a great movie. I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to get into it too much, but y'all have got to watch the movie. It's from the dude who made Dune. He made the what other movies did he make? The Sicario films. There we go. He made the Sicario films. But y'all have got to watch this movie, man. My number 2, and this is going to be controversial because this is considered the greatest sci-fi film of all time, is The Empire Strikes Back. And I know a lot of y'all going to hate me for that. But my number 1 is my number 1. Who cares? The Empire Strikes Back really was what done it for me when I first started watching Star Wars. I'm like, yeah, I love this shit. I like even though it was spoiled for me because like Star Wars came out so long, watching it and still getting spoiled, like I didn't care. It's like the whole twist at the end, Luke, the introduction of Lando. I love, bro, the battle scene on Hoth with the AT-ATs. This movie is peak sci-fi cinematography. It almost doesn't get better than this. Like, it genuinely is. And my number 1 is Transformers Dark of the Moon. Like, as you can tell on my list, I'm a real big fan of robots and just them fighting. And this movie is peak robot boxing action. Like, it don't get better than this. Like, the highway battle scene, Optimus coming down on the jetpacks. Like, the action, the sound, the cinematography. Like, this movie, the sci-fi in this movie holds up better than most sci-fi films today. This movie is peak sci-fi when it comes to peak sci-fi. Like, is like, bro, like the music in this movie, bro, Linkin Park, man. Like, I know a lot of people don't F with the Michael Bay verse like that, especially because the last two movies were god awful. Not god awful, just weren't the best. But the first three were absolute peak, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Comment down below what y'all think, and I'll be back.